Well, hey everybody, welcome to Young Adult Edition 2.0. We are working with a brand new format today here on Facebook Live. I am with my co-host Elle Beaumont, and we are hanging out today talking about mermaids. Elle, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I am so good. I'm really excited. I'm loving the crown. That is gorgeous.
Look at that.
That's magnificent. We are about to bring on our guest star today. Her name is Amber R. Duell, and she is a mermaid author. Her new book, Blood Scales, is going to be in the Of the Deep Mermaid Anthology. Amber, thanks for joining.
Thanks for having me.
We are so excited. We're going to be hanging out, talking all about mermaids today. We're going to talk about our different books because the three of us happen to be in a mermaid anthology. So, ladies, let's talk. Why do we love mermaids? Let me know what we're thinking, and then we're going to pull the audience in. If you are joining us, leave us some comment love down below. We want to hear from you guys, and tell us a little bit about your favorite mermaid book. Elle, go ahead. Let me know, what mermaid books have you read that you absolutely love?
I absolutely enjoyed Breakwater by Catherine Jones Payne. It was just, beside the book itself, it had a beautiful cover. Very interesting story. It's young adult. I've also read a few novellas that I can't pull them because I've read so many of them. But if you hit me up, I can give you a list of them. And I love mermaids because most people are drawn to the ocean for some reason or the other. I live by the ocean. I grew up there, and I always wanted to be a mermaid. So.
Me too. Amber, why do you love mermaids so much?
Because maybe they really are real. Like, there's so many strange things in the ocean, like we don't know, and myths start from somewhere, right? So, hey.
That is a good point. They do start from somewhere, so maybe somebody knows something, and maybe there's something really out there. I'm really excited because the three of us are actually part of an anthology. This is the Of the Deep Mermaid Anthology. Let me just pull this up right here because we have the gorgeous cover. Check that out, guys. If you are interested in a mermaid anthology, this is a great one for you because it is 6 stories from 4 different authors. And since we're here, since we're chatting, let's talk just a little bit about our stories, which are in this anthology. So, Amber, go ahead. You have a story called What and What is it about?
It's called Blood Scales, and it's about a girl who is really excited to overhear that there's a mermaid in her town because there never are. And she goes to find it just to take a peek and runs into some poachers.
Fantastic. Elle, you have 2 different stories in this anthology. Tell us a little bit about them.
I have Brotherhood of the Sea and Bindings of the Sea. Brotherhood of the Sea is about 2 brothers who are tasked with protecting their kingdom in one way or another. The humans have broken a promise, and they must protect what is near and dear to them. And Bindings of the Sea is secrets have been buried for a very long time, and 2 teens end up having to join this coven of sea witches, and they have to protect, again, this poor kingdom that has been assaulted.
Fantastic. My stories are rather interesting. Origins of the Siren War is actually a prequel novella to my brand new series, The Siren Wars, which comes out this spring and summer. And it kind of tells the story a century before my series takes place about how this war started. And so originally, sirens were actually mermaids, and they were actually friends with the human world. And something happened, and one girl kind of betrayed the entire mer collection, and she kind of fell in love with a human and sirened him and ended up almost killing him. And it started this war between the humans and the mermaids. Only, unfortunately, it didn't end there because the mermaids fought internally. So now we have humans, mer, and sirens, and they're all in this huge war, and it leads into my series a century later. And then I have a second story called The Sinking, which I'm really excited about. It is about a girl who works in her parents' antique shop, and this woman comes into the shop, gives her this necklace, and says, or it's like an antique pawn shop, and she says, well, I'll be back for this. My son needs something, so I kind of need the money. But you feel free to wear that necklace. I hear if you go to the sea and you kind of are near the water and you say some things and whatever, you end up getting turned into a mermaid. So go try it out. I'll be back. Bye-bye. And she walks away. The girl goes to go home and forgets she has the necklace on. She ends up in the sea, gets turned into a mermaid, finds this merman who takes her to his mother, the mermaid queen, and they're attempting to get her legs back, only it's not quite what we think, and things get very dark very fast. So, fun story there. And the really cool thing, you know me, I get dark with my stuff. It's okay. But the really cool thing about this anthology is that not only do we have these 6 amazing mermaid stories, but we also, in the printed version, are going to have this incredible artwork. I know you ladies have seen it as well. So, so pretty. There's a bunch of drawings in there. Absolutely gorgeous. We cannot wait to get this out to you guys. This is actually going to be coming out in June, which we're really excited about. But go ahead, jump into those comments and let us know what you are excited for in terms of mermaid books this summer. What are you looking forward to reading, and what do you want to learn a little bit more about? Today, we're going to be talking all about mermaid books as we are here hanging out on Young Adult Edition. So jump into those comments, let us know what is going on, and tell us your favorite mermaid book. We want to hear from you guys. And later on today, we are going to be giving you a whole bunch of mermaid book recommendations, so stick around because it's going to be really, really good. We're going to be talking a little bit today about International Mermaid Day. That was last week, a little over a week ago, and we celebrated International Mermaid Day as we were celebrating the Of the Deep anthology. I also released all the information about my Siren Wars trilogy. But ladies, what did you do to celebrate International Mermaid Day? Elle, tell me a little bit about what went on.
I celebrated with you.
You did.
I celebrated with you. I think I was wrapping up a short that I was writing for the anthology. So.
That's so funny. And now you've got your gorgeous crown on. I definitely ended up wearing crowns because I was announcing my anthology. So a lot of shell crown pictures. Yours is super pretty. Mine was super heavy. Is yours heavy?
Yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's actually, I think it's trying to scalp me right now. So.
Amber, tell us a little bit about International Mermaid Day.
I was busy editing, but I gave myself some fancy nails that you can't really see it on here, but they turn kind of purple when you move them. So I was like, oh, it's mermaid-esque. So that's what I did.
That's so fun. I love that. I was just having a conversation with one of my book friends over on Instagram about fancy bookish related nails the other day. So that's really cool that you brought that up. I love pretty sparkly nails and things that look like mermaid scales. If you guys are loving the mermaid nails, go ahead and hit us up in the comments below. I had to see where I was on camera there. That was a little hard. Let us know below. What would you do if you were going to paint your nails in a mermaid style? Would you do scales? Would you have one as like an individual scale? Would you actually paint a mermaid on? Tell us what you would do if you were to paint your nails for International Mermaid Day. Now, this is actually really cool. I believe International Mermaid Day is not something that we celebrate very often. I think it's a brand new holiday, actually, and I'm pretty sure that Freeform, that TV station, Freeform, made it up to go with their brand new release of their new show, Siren. And I know that we had tried Siren. Amber, tell us what you thought of the series.
The first episode, I wasn't really sure. I was like, what is happening? But the second one was better, and I might stick with it. I might not, but we'll see. I like to give shows a 3-episode trial, so.
Well, that's fair. I definitely jumped in. I got about halfway through the first episode. I'm like, this is not for me. I liked the concept, not quite for me. But if the second one was better, maybe I should go back and try it again. What do you guys think? Have you tried the Freeform show Siren? Let us know what you thought of it in the comments below. We'll chat a bit about it. And let us know what you think about her tail, because she's got a rather interesting tail in that show, doesn't she?
Yeah, it's not like it's more like a whale tail kind of shark thing.
Right? And I think that's really interesting because we have this idea of what mermaid tails are like, especially because of Disney. And we think of this streamlined tail, but really there's so many different versions of tails. And I know Elle is a big fan of mermaid tales that are a bit unique. So Elle, tell us a little bit about what you're thinking in terms of mermaid tales, what you've seen, what else is out there. And if you want to go into territory that's a little outside of mermaid but kind of related to mermaid, you know what I'm talking about, go ahead.
I love frills. My mermaids and even mermen, they have a little bit ornamental tails, especially the girls. I love them. I love the frills that look like these beautiful koi or goldfish. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And then, you have these creatures that can have, I don't know, alligator tails or orca tails. You can get like a little creative about it. There are so many different tails, but I love frills. Frills.
Yeah, I am all about the frills too. Most of my mermaids have more of like it's kind of like betta fish tails. In fact, I can show you guys. Let me pull this up because I have a picture of my series. I'm going to throw that up on the screen in just about 2 or 3 seconds. There we go. Take a look at my tails. So my tails are not like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. They are definitely more frilly. And I absolutely love that. Let me actually take that off so you can see. Where did my agenda go? I don't know where it went. I lost my buttons, guys. Lost my buttons. Scrolling up. There it is. There's a lot of stuff on the screen here. If you were a mermaid, what color tail would you guys have? Go ahead and drop us a line in the comments below. Now you can see the tails better. Check that out. It's pretty awesome, right?
Those are gorgeous. I love those frills.
I'm so excited about them. I love frilly mermaids. I also have a mermaid. If you read The Sinking inside of the Deep Mermaid anthology, my second story, The Sinking, which I just said, actually has a mermaid that looks more like a lionfish than anything else. It's got spikes and it's got like the stripes and it's really cool looking.
Fun.
That is cool.
I know. So ladies, we have to answer the questions too. If you were a mermaid, what color tail would you have? So let me know what color you were thinking for your mermaid tails. Elle, you go first.
I would have, my character Zinnia has a tail that I want, actually. She's got beautiful frills, and it's an ombre of a deep red, coral, and a little bit of like a fuchsia pink in there. So that's the color tail that I would have.
Amber, how about you?
I would want metallic purple.
Yes. I'm all about purple. I can't decide. I feel like if I were a mermaid, I would have either a purple and like silver tail, or I would have some kind of like blue and purple. That'd be pretty. I do have one mermaid, though, in my origin story for the Siren Wars. She's got this gold and coral color tail, and I admit I'm a little bit obsessed with it, especially how it looks on the cover, which you guys may have seen. I put it out a little bit, but it doesn't come out individually until after the anthology is out. So you'll have to work a little bit harder to see her tail on the cover in my social media if you're hanging out over there. Julie has written in and she has said her tail would be a sparkly pink color. Yes, it would, girl. That would fit you totally and completely. So guys, let us know. If you're on the rebroadcast, feel free to let us know as well in the comments, because we're going to be hanging out in the comments after the show as well. And we do have some things that are going on in just a little bit on the show here that you can participate in, even if you are not live with us. So go ahead. Let us know, what color tail would you have if you were a mermaid? And we are going to chat a little bit about mermaid books. So if you are here with us live, if you're here with us on the rebroadcast, hit up our comments and let us know what mermaid books you recommend. We're going to be giving you some really cool book recommendations today. And I actually put a call out in one of the mermaid groups that one of the author groups that I am in. I'm not in
mermaid group.
Yikes. I put a call out on one of the author groups that I'm in for mermaid books, and there are a lot of books that I did not realize were out there or were mermaid books. So we're going to be talking about some of those today. We're going to give you some book recommendations, and I'm going to show you some really pretty book pictures right now. There we go. So check out those gorgeous covers. How pretty are those? Elle, I know you've read a lot of mermaid books. Which ones would you recommend? Give us a little info about them.
Oh my gosh, I've read most of those, actually. I loved a couple of them. Let's see. Breakwater was absolutely beautiful. It's really about this teen. She is being pressed to fit into this specific, I don't want to botch the synopsis, but she's being pressured to fit into society and is expected to do some things. And she really just wants to help this other culture that's being really slammed down. And it's just her journey protecting and trying to speak for these other species. And it was just really interesting. It wasn't like your typical mermaid princess, and it was really cool. So I would recommend that one. And there are a few in there that you can see on the screen that they weren't particularly about mermaids in the sea. It was more like coming to the sea, and it was just really cool.
That's awesome. Amber, have you read mermaid books? Do you like mermaid books? Tell us a little bit about your experience with this.
I do like them. I wish I have read more, but on that list, Siren by Kira Cass. I don't want to say too much because I read it back before she redid it. So I don't know what she changed. So I don't want to say too much about it, but I liked it. So
nice. I definitely have that one on my iPad, and I have not read it yet because I've been swamped with things. It's been sitting on my iPad for like a year now. And I really need to get to it because I love Kira Cass. I was a big fan of the Selection series. Amber is too. We've had conversations about this before, but I cannot wait to try that one. I've definitely read a couple of these on the list here. These are not the only recommendations we're giving out today, which actually brings me to my next point, guys. I'm really excited because we do have book recommendations for you. There's 25 plus mermaid books that we are recommending to you today from friends of ours or books that we have read. We have not read all of these, but we do know some of these authors, or these are books that we have read. You can get them one of two ways. You ready for this one? We're going to get fancy here. The first way that you can get these is by going to mermaidrex.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. That'll take you to our blog post with these 25 plus. I think there's actually 27 right now, but we're still adding to the list. You can check those out by going to mermaidrex.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. Or here's where we're getting fancy. If you are live with us or you are on the rebroadcast here on Facebook, you can type the words MERREC or MERREX into the comments. If you type MERREX, just those words, I will pop up in your direct message inbox, and I will give you this link plus some other things. There's a lot of really cool stuff going on there, but you have to be on the Facebook page. So whether you are live or whether you are on the rebroadcast here on Facebook, you can get MERREX to pop up right inside of your inbox. If you are watching on the blog or on our YouTube channel, that'll be down in the show notes below. So same deal. You just can't get it to pop up in your Facebook. That's okay. Lots of fun stuff going on, though. Type MERREX into the comments below. Thanks, guys, for typing that in. You will be getting those and hearing from us in the direct message inbox. Julie says, Fathomless is an amazing mermaid book. It is also part of a super twisty retelling series, which makes it even better. So shout out to Fathomless.
And who's that by?
Hold on, that is on my list somewhere. I know I've got that on my list. Let me find my picture. I actually have to look it up. It is in the recommendations, though. Julie, if you want to pop in there, you let us know what's happening. Nope. Things that shouldn't be happening are happening. That's okay. Fathomless is by Jackson Pierce. Thank you, dear. Thank you. I knew it was in there somewhere because I literally just added it to the list this morning. They were in the author group that I was in that was talking about mermaid books. So we do appreciate that. You can check that out by Jackson Pierce. Awesome. All right, so make sure you get your hands on a copy of that recommendation over on mermaidrex.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. And let us know if we're missing something. Is there something we should add? You got to tell us what it is, and we will be keeping up with this list as long as we can so that we can get some really cool stuff going on here. Let me take those graphics down. Fabulous. All right. So we're talking about mermaids. I just want to throw this out here because since we're talking about mermaids and mermaid stories, Are you guys a fan of the Disney movie, and are you a fan of the original Hans Christian Andersen version of this? What are we thinking, Amber?
I love that movie.
Me too.
Little fish flounder.
He's so cute, right?
Yeah.
When I was little, I'm not going to lie to you guys, when I was a little girl, I had an Ariel doll. It was like part plushy, part like very hard because she had a voice box inside of her. And you could pull the string and she would sing or she would say things. And I used to sit under my dining room table and pretend it was her grotto. And we would play under there. I was obsessed with this movie. Elle, how about you?
I loved the movie. I did. It wasn't one of my favorites, but I did grow up playing mermaids in the pool. You know, like it was a spin-off. I was like a relative of Ariel, you know.
That.
But I loved the original story where the Little Mermaid originated from. It was so sad, but I loved it.
I know. So good. If you guys were a fan of that, I do have a recommendation for you. Drown by Esther Del Seno. It's not really as much of a retelling as more of an expansion of the story. So she kind of, it's a novel, it's a full novel, but it's shorter. And she kind of dives into the story a little more. She fleshes it out a little more. Very, very similar, but there's more detail to it. So it's a great read. Highly recommend if you guys are looking for something similar to that as well. So yes, definitely used to play mermaids when I was little. Amber, were you one of those girls that would spin around in the pool and pretend to be a mermaid?
Of course.
I have a super long hair, so my sister, my two cousins, and I would always do the mermaid thing, and I'm like, I'm the best mermaid. I got the hair for it. I never cut it, though.
Yeah, you have gorgeous hair, so.
Thank you. Yes, I should have strung a bunch of shells in it today for this, but no, I didn't. All right, guys, let us know what you are thinking in terms of mermaids. Did you play mermaids as a child? Let us know in those comments below. We're going to be chatting with you, and we're going to be talking more about mermaids today. And if you've gotten those book recs, let us know, and let us know if we need to add something to it. We would love to hear from you guys. And if you happen to be a mermaid author, go ahead and give yourself a shout out and post your author links below. Not necessarily your buy links, but your links to your socials so people can come hang out with you and check out your mermaid books as well. And as always, we are always looking for new guests here on Young Adult Edition. We're going to talk a little bit about that when we wrap the show up. But if you are someone who wants to come hang out with us, stick around because we're going to be giving you that information in just a little bit. We are really excited again because we are all part of the Deep Mermaid Anthology, which comes out this June. And we've got 6 amazing mermaid stories. And this is 75% of our authors right here. We've got 3 out of 4 hanging out with us. And I'm super, super excited for everything that we're doing with this anthology. Amber, why were you so excited to join a mermaid anthology?
Because, I'm like crazy busy with novel stuff. Yeah, I get to write a story. And, of course, mermaids, and to work with you awesome ladies.
Oh.
Yes. Elle, you and I kind of conceived this together, this mermaid anthology, and we worked on this together. We're putting this together. Tell me why you were so excited about mermaids.
At the time when we conceived the thought, there weren't really that many mermaid stories out there. You know, like there was a serious lack of mermaid stories, and I had gone on to Amazon, searched for it, and I'm like, we need mermaids. We really need mermaids. We need more original stories. We need dark stories, romantic. We just need more mermaids. And I'm excited to be part of this because there are so many different stories. We have different stories. My 2 stories are linked together, but they're completely different. And just, I've seen all of the stories in here and they are amazing. And I'm not just saying that because
I know. They're so good and they're so different. Like, we've got mermaids on land. We've got stuff under the sea. We've got people turning into mermaids. We've got mermaids turning into other things. Like, it's just so good, and everybody is so different. Nothing is overlapping. Like, so good. I'm such a fan. We are currently putting together the formatting for this, and I'm just going to say this. I'm really excited about our headers inside of this anthology. They are so pretty. I think I showed you, Amber, right? You've seen it?
Yes. I saw the one in the group that you posted, yes.
Yes. It's so pretty. I'm so excited for it. Guys, if you were excited for this anthology, go ahead and let us know below. I'm going to pop our frame up one more time so that you can see just how pretty that is. The Of the Deep Mermaid anthology that is currently over my face. There we go. That's the problem with having us in this try format here. But I'm really, actually, I could do this. Watch this. We're getting fancy. There we go. Now we can see everybody. I'm super excited for this. And so we've talked a little bit about mermaids. We talked a little bit about what color tails we would have if we were mermaids. But I feel like mermaids sometimes get fancy hair too. So if we were going to have mermaid hair, I want to know what color we would. Elle, you look like such a mermaid right now. Like, I can't even help myself. Elle looks like the queen of mermaids right now.
Yes, there we go. Just a little close up again. This is actually a coral reef. So with little diamonds in it. So
it's super pretty. I love it. What color would your hair be if you were living under the sea?
Well, to go with my tail, because I feel like they should kind of correlate a little bit. I would probably have like a dark red hair with a little bit of an ombre effect going on with like maybe some of the coral in there. And yeah.
I love that. Amber, how about you?
I would want like a gray thing fading into purple, so an ombre thing. But of course, it had to match my tail. So.
I love that. Oh my gosh, now I feel totally unprepared because I hadn't actually come up with an answer for this. I feel, well, I guess it would depend on what color my tail would be. My one mermaid has a purple tail, and she's got pink hair, which I think is really pretty. I feel like I would love like a silver hair. That would be really cool if I did like a purple tail. If I had a blue tail, I would probably go with purple hair just because I feel like that would pop and it would be pretty, and there would be some purpley in my tail too. So, but I love the idea of ombre hair. I've been going through like Pinterest and Instagram and just looking at mermaid hair and just scrolling through, and they have some of the coolest stuff over on Pinterest. Do you guys hang out on Pinterest very much?
I can't because it's a black hole.
We'll never see her again. She won't be here for next week's episode, guys. We're going to enable her, and she's going to go down the hole.
Come back with all these crafts around her. And
Exactly. Or like half-finished projects strangling me, like seaweed or something.
Yes, I love it. Amber, you are a fan of Pinterest, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love Pinterest. I feel like that's such a great place to get inspiration for books too, or just in general. It's just a world of pretty. I love it. So, do you have like boards of mermaid stuff or boards? Like, what are your boards, Amber?
I have a bunch of food because I like to cook, but then I have one for each of my books and some craft stuff, a bunch of different stuff, just random weird things. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You can, clean this with this product. It has everything there, okay?
They do. It's a black hole. It just sucks you in.
It's an amazing search engine. Like, for me, when I am searching for things, I go to YouTube first. Then I'll go to, it depends on, like, what it is. I'll either go to Google or I'll go to Pinterest, depending on what it is. So YouTube is always my go-to. And then I'll go to Pinterest or I'll go to Google, depending on what I'm searching for. Because, like, clearly I'm not going to go to Pinterest if I'm looking up a specific sea creature that may or may not exist. That just wouldn't yield the correct results. But if I'm looking for something, like inspiration or something, always Pinterest. Always Pinterest.
And me.
I, like, not gonna lie, when I have things that I need done and I'm too lazy to do them, or I'm too busy to do them, or I can't get on the internet, Elle. I definitely lost power earlier this week or last week. And and I could not get my phone to register what I was trying to look up, but I could text. And I texted Elle, I'm like, listen, girl, I need you to look up this specific type of sea creature for me for this book that I'm writing right now. Could you do this? She went and researched everything for me. She's kind of like go-to on everything. So highly appreciate you and love you, Mermaid Queen. Goodness. And speaking of fun, fabulous things, we are going to wrap up today as we're hanging out talking about mermaids with the amazing Amber Ardul and Elle Beaumont and me, k.m. Robinson. We're going to be talking about some announcements and some fun things we have coming out. So, real quick, we are going to talk just a little bit about our books, and we're going to talk just a little bit about these ladies as authors. So, let me grab all of the proper words here, which are down a little bit further. Amber, you are the author of Blood Scales, which is in the Of the Deep Mermaid Anthology, but you also have other books out. Tell us a little bit about them.
I have Fragile Chaos, which is about a god of war and his unwilling sacrificial bride. I have a free e-book short, The Last Goodbye, which is in that world, but the god of death. And I have Dreamkeeper coming out in February 2019 about a girl and the Sandman, which is really super dark, and I don't have a pitch prepared for that yet because it's so far away.
Elle and I have both read Fragile Chaos and The Last Goodbye. Totally love those. Guys, if you have not checked those out yet, make sure you do. The Last Goodbye may rip your heart out because Amber's a little mean. We may have some off-canon ships going on between all of us.
Yes.
And that's a future episode, off-canon ships. Remember that, Elle. We're really excited about it. And we are going to be doing more episodes of Young Adult Edition. Like I said, we are in version 2.0. If you have been following along with Young Adult Edition, we were doing it in a webinar format. Earlier on, we would bring authors on and we would focus solely on their books, as opposed to having guest stars on and talking about different topics. So this is a slightly different format and a different location here on Facebook Live. You can check us out every single Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on facebook.com/k.m.robinson books. Elle Beaumont and I are going to be here every single week with new authors talking about different topics. And if you have topic ideas, if you are an author who wants to join us, DM us. We're going to be getting you some information and we would love to have you on. We're also going to be talking about new releases, which reminds me, I actually have a release that we are going to be talking about today. I am scrolling up until I find my words, which are somewhere up higher because we had a lot of things that we talked about today. And there it is. Yes. So tomorrow I have a brand new book coming out. It is the complete Golden Trilogy Omnibus box set series, 5 books in one. It is all 3 of the books in the Golden Trilogy, plus the prequel novella, plus the brand new exclusive prequel novella from another character's point of view, which I'm really very excited about. I think it's going to be awesome. And that comes out tomorrow. I'm going to pop this up so that you can see just how pretty that is. Goldilocks was never naive. She was sent on a mission, and a bear is her new target. This is a young adult retelling of Goldilocks and the Three Bears that starts out slightly fluffy and gets really dark really fast. Yes, I hope you guys enjoy. I was over here like, yeah, no. Yes, no, it definitely takes some dark turns. So, fun times there. Goldilocks was sent on a mission, and she's out to destroy the bear family. Definitely some twists and turns and things you will not see coming, so I hope you guys will check that out tomorrow, which I'm really excited about, to finally release the trilogy. And my photo's not going down. There we go. Yes, the complete trilogy with the 2 prequel novellas. It's amazing. It has all the gorgeous headers inside and all the exclusive wonderfulness. I hope you'll check that out. goldentrilogy.k.m.robinsonbooks.com. And if you are an author with an upcoming book that is about to be released, let us know. We'll give you a shout out at the end of our shows. And you can also come on and talk about it because we would love to hear from you guys as well. So, Elle, you have your books coming out inside of the Deep Mermaid Anthology. Go ahead and let us know just a little bit about what that is and where people can find you as we are wrapping this up.
Brotherhood of the Sea and Bindings of the Sea are intertwined stories. Brotherhood of the Sea takes place a couple centuries before the Bindings, and really it's about the same kingdom. Seleth is they have a treaty with the humans, and they're trying to protect what belongs to them because the humans always want more and more. So these two brothers end up having to protect the sea in any way that they can. And then you flash forward a couple centuries ahead, and those secrets that happened during that period of time start to surface, and a monster pops up, and we are fighting to protect what is ours again. And then if you want to find more about me, you can find me at Elle Beaumont Books on Instagram, Facebook, and my website.
Fantastic. We did want to mention, guys, that we know today is National Unicorn Day. So happy National Unicorn Day to everybody. Are we fans of unicorns, ladies?
Yes, absolutely.
I am too. I feel like we should do a special episode where we just kind of wear unicorn horns and just have fun with this, because I feel like that would be awesome.
Oh, yes. I need to get a mask or a horn. Maybe they have like a tiara that has a horn.
Well, I know they've got like headbands, like if you go to Charming Charlie. For those of you who are who are new to me and to Elle, Charming Charlie is one of my favorite jewelry stores. It is color coordinated and amazing and wonderful. And Elle just discovered she has one a couple minutes down the road, and she hasn't been there yet. So we're having some issues, she and I. She needs to go to the store. But they definitely have unicorn headbands there, because I have pictures on my phone of me wearing them that I have sent.
I have to go now.
You do. You do. Julie says all the sparkly unicorns. Yes.
Absolutely.
All the sparkly unicorns. So we're really excited about that. We hope you guys are celebrating today. And we hope that you are continuing to celebrate International Mermaid Day, which was last week. We're really excited about it. Obviously, we love mermaids. Mermaids are the best. And let us know if you are celebrating National Unicorn Day, and if you're still celebrating International Mermaid Day, because I am.
I am. I mean, look at me. Yeah.
The Queen will always celebrate. Yes. No, I am in full out mermaid mode until June, when my brand new series, The Siren Wars, comes out. We touched on that a little bit. But like I said earlier, with The Siren Wars, this is actually what happens once the sirens have split from the mer. They are going after the humans. They are sirening them. They are doing evil things, and the mer are not ones to siren humans. They tried to prevent the war, but it did not work. And now, a century later, we are suffering from the fallout of one mermaid trying to drown the human prince. And bad things have happened, and we are trying to survive it. The sirens, unfortunately, are breaking into mermaid territory at this point, and they are starting a war. They are trying to capture the queen and the reigning prince and princess, and bad things are happening. And my main character is a relative of the queen, and she works as a spy for the queen. And so she is this intense little mermaid. Her partner and her are doing things they should not be doing in the name of the queen. They are going beyond the barriers and beyond the reefs, and they are tingling with these sirens when they shouldn't be, and they're trying to prevent a war, and bad things happen, and it comes out in June. So I hope you guys will check out the Siren Wars. If you want information on that, you can actually go to Siren Wars info.k.m.robinsonbooks.com and get yourself on the wait list to sign up for the pre-order for the Siren Wars, which I'm really excited about. We also have a mer cat joining us. Amber's got her kitty cat here.
I knocked my phone over.
That's so funny. Yeah, my dogs, I don't know about you guys. I have 3 dogs, and 2 of them are mer puppies. They are. My little dog hates the water, but my big 2, we literally have to drag them out of the water to get them out of the water. Even if they're in the water crying because they're so tired, they will not come out of the water. So, Elle, are your dogs mer puppies as well?
Yes, I have a border collie, and she is obsessed with the water. And then I have a Chesapeake Bay Retriever, which is literally a water dog. And she she tries to swim in mud puddles and her water dish. She is a mermaid. She's Maggie the Mermaid.
That's adorable. We really should take a picture of Maggie the Mermaid and just share it. That's that on an upcoming show we will do that. We will show off our puppies. I definitely have these great photos of my 2 bigger English Springer Spaniels jumping into a pool in midair. So we will pull those out there and we'll get some mer puppies and mer kitties. If you have pictures of your mer puppies and mer kitties, go ahead and post those in the comments below and you might just see them on an upcoming show because we like to do things like this. And speaking of upcoming shows, make sure that you are joining us every single Monday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be hanging out here on Facebook.com/k.m.robinson Elle Beaumont and I will be here co-hosting. We have a different topic every week. Next week, I'm really, really excited because we have a brand new topic. We've got an amazing guest star. It's going to be really good. We are going to be hanging out with author J.M. Sullivan, and we're going to be talking about villain stories. So we're going to be talking about those dark, scary baddies who like to make life miserable. We're going to have some really interesting discussions on origins and what people are doing with the villains in their stories. So if you are someone who would like to hang out with us and talk about villains, let us know. If you want to be an additional guest star, hey, we got room. Come check it out and let us know if you are an author. DM this page. Okay, don't post it in the comments here, but DM the page if you want your book to be featured as one that has really great villains. We would love to see what you are coming up with. Thanks, guys, so much for joining us. We are really, really excited. We're going to have a great time next week. And we hope that you will come join us as we hang out with author J.M. Sullivan for Young Adult Edition, the second episode in version 2.0 right here on Facebook Live. We're going to be talking about some really great stuff, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every single Monday. Come join us. It's going to be lots of fun. And Amber, we hope you're going to come back and join us soon as well.
Yay.
There we go. Switching my screens. All right. Do you have a show topic that you would like to see? Do you want to be on the show? Go ahead and DM the page. We will get you some info. Right now we're switching everything over from our old format to our new format. So we will be having information for potential authors or guest stars. We're going to have on book world professionals. So if you are someone who is a distributor or you run a bookish candle company or you have a book box and you want to come talk to us, let us know. If you are someone who is an editor or if you are something that works with the book world, let us know. We would love to have you guys on. And if you have a topic idea, let us know because we want to cater to you guys. So if you want to talk about mermaids, if you want to talk about unicorns, if you want to talk about villains, if you want to talk about recent book world news, let us know what you want to hear about. We are doing this for you guys. So DM the page and let us know what you want to hear more about right here on Young Adult Edition. And guess what? We are not just limiting this to authors into book world professionals. If you are someone who loves books, if you read books, if you want to talk about a specific topic, let us know because we would love to have you guys come on and hang out with us. And of course, if you have a book coming out soon and you would like to promo that, let us know because we will give you a shout out at the end of our show whenever we possibly can. We would love to hear from you, so DM. And one more time, we are going to say goodbye in just a minute. Amber, let us know where everyone can find you.
On Facebook, author Amber R. Duell, Instagram, Amber R. Duell, and Twitter, Amber R_Duell.
Fantastic. Elle, go ahead and let us know where everyone can find you.
Elle Beaumont Books at Instagram, Facebook, and that is also my website.
Fantastic. And I am K.M. Robinson. You can come hang out with me at K.M. Robinson Books on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm also over on YouTube. And then you can check out my website as well, k.m.robinsonbooks.com and blog.k.m.robinsonbooks.com because I am all over the place. And then Amber, they can go to your website at
amberrduell.com.
Fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate you being here for our very first episode of the new revamped version of Young Adult Edition. After the show, later this afternoon, we will be having our Monday magazine up on Instagram stories. So if you go over to at K.M. Robinson Books on Instagram, we will have our Monday magazine, which will feature everyone here today. We're going to be giving some book recs. We've got some really cool behind-the-scenes stuff we're going to be showing. And this magazine is something we started a few weeks ago over on my Instagram page. It's been received so well by people. I've seen huge numbers over there. And we talk about book recommendations. We talk about different topics. We highlight authors. It's an amazing time for us to hang out, through Instagram stories. So come check us out. The Monday Magazine over on Instagram stories at k.m. Robinson Books. That'll be up this afternoon. Our magazines will always be up in the afternoon because we have to recap what happened during the show. So I actually have to go and make it. So that'll be up. That'll be up a little bit later today. And then you can check out the Instagram stories throughout the course of the week because we do have different versions of this throughout the course of the week where you can learn more about us and get exclusive behind the scenes and extra access to what we are doing here on Young Adult Edition and within all of our books on all of our different series that we are doing. So come check out. We would love to have you guys there. Thank you guys for joining us. We do appreciate you being here. Again, I'm K.M. Robinson, author of the Golden Trilogy, the Jaded Duology, the Legends Chronicles, Virtually Sleeping Beauty, and the Siren Wars. I'm here with my guest, Amber R. Duell, who is the author of Fragile Chaos, The Last Goodbye, Dreamkeeper, and Blood Scales, and my amazing co-host, Elle Beaumont, who is author of Bindings of the Sea and Brotherhood of the Sea. We will see you guys again next week. Thanks so much for joining. Until then, stay inspired. Have a fabulous day. Be mertastic. Have an amazing, mermazing day. And we'll see you right back here on Facebook.com/KM Robinson Books next Monday at 10 a.m. for Young Adult Edition. We'll see you guys. Bye-bye. It doesn't want to let me end. The mermaids are holding on, guys. Bye. Oh my gosh. Guys, the sea witch. The sea witch is messing with this.
Bloopers.
No. All right, guys, we're still hanging out here. Let us know.